Guys, hi, this is Denise Cooper, and welcome to Art, Books, and Life. I'm going to take off those. So, I'm going to move my laptop too. I'm just going to talk about some things I've been reading. I haven't been doing any wrap-ups and anything yet, and I want to kind of do that a little bit, but going forward, since I'm making a video every single day, I did, yes, still got on the same t-shirt for the video that I put up to read the book, and it's still kind of sitting right here because this is how it's gonna go. I'm in the mood to talk about books. I finished Behold the Dreamers, which I saw Dominique talk about a little bit ago, but I didn't pick it up until I saw Alan Janae talk about it because it was a reminder. So when you see it the first time and then you see it again, you go, let me get through a darn book because it sounds good. Behold the Dreamers by Mbue. And I think she is fascinatingly gorgeous. Check it out. Yes. Okay, and I'm sure you guys have seen and heard many thoughts and reviews on this book here on YouTube the Tube, aka BookTube, because it is our world. Anyway, so what did I think of it? I enjoyed this book. Like when I first opened it up, and I did upload a video, my long video, and I talked to you guys about how likable the characters are, how I thought that they were seriously likable, and I was all up into the 100 and something pages and they were still likable and things were going on. And yes, I was waiting for the curtain to fall. You know, you want that kind of emotional tug. You want to get in there and love them like she made me love them, and then you want to tug and have somebody just rip their world apart and then, you know, get back. I don't know. Maybe I was romanticizing the book a little because I did like them so much. But then it kind of, what I did like, and because of the field that I do work in, that's when it kind of hit home for me to some real life issues that are going on in this book. And I like the way she handled them here, but I didn't also like how she handled, I like the fact that she bought it up. And what I'm talking about is the market crash and unemployment in America and how hard it is for people to find jobs, no matter how educated they may be or qualified they may be, because I deal with that on a daily basis. And I'm talking rocket scientists to oil well diggers to waitresses to what have you. In America, it has hit hard, but it has gotten better, and I've seen it get better with the job that I've had for the past 8 years. I've seen it get gradually better and better, but it's still hard. And so I've seen people lose their apartments, lose their houses, go into shelters. I've seen and tried to help people out of those situations. I have witnessed the downfall of regular people. When I say regular people, the people with normal jobs like you and I that work 8 to 5, and maybe not all of you that watch, but for those of us who work in normal 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 jobs Monday through Friday, or whatever your schedule may be, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, or got a good amount of savings and working hard like these two immigrants who are desperate to become American citizens. So important it is to the wife that she got on my nerves in this book. But noticing that this is the world that I deal with on a regular basis, 5 days a week, I'm thinking they got a lot of bailouts, man. People aren't in the shoes that they are in. I mean, they had it hard. I mean, they're working hard though, but they're not. And I think that Nene, the wife, she loves America and she enjoyed working hard and becoming a pharmacist and, you know, going to school and sending her son to school and having her husband have a job and then getting a better job. And it's just, you love the story. And then I'm thinking in real life, what I have to deal with people and listening to people's real stories. I had an issue with the author always seeming to bail out Nene and Jinde, the husband, who I totally loved. I don't know, I loved, yeah, Jinde Jonga, if that's how you say it, and Nene, his wife. And when I say bail out, they're talking about the bailouts here, because remember when the companies were being bailed out and you know, going under, and they were taking jets to a meeting in Washington to see if Washington was going to bail them out. How crazy is that? But anyway, we've heard all that on the news and everything, and we went through it, and some of us are still going through it because you're so connected to those people that are going through it without telling you what I do. But anyway, so knowing that there are real life people that are going through this at this time that Jindy and Nini were here in America, and having that hope of the American dream and then losing that hope, and then knowing real people that aren't getting an employer who's always giving them extra cash, or a cousin, like Jindy has a cousin, Wilson, I believe his name is. They're cousins, right? I don't know, yeah. So anyway, he's always, funding them a little bit. I mean, I think that's who paid for them to get over here in America, and helping out with the lawyer fees. And so they always have this, she's talking about the situation in America with the bailouts, and then always having this couple struggle and work hard and find a better way, and also trying to hang on to the American dream by getting their papers and staying here. And then you have American people, and she does cover that about Americans who are going through this themselves. And so, and just dealing with all types of people from any type of background that you can imagine, going through this crisis where they're losing things, and taking jobs that they wouldn't have normally taken, like pay cuts out of this world, so they have to give up their homes and what have you. And some people are just living beyond their means, okay, in America, we know. But there are so many people that have lost everything, and they don't have that Wilson cousin, they don't have that employer, Mr. Clark, or who else? There was Clark, who was the employer. Can't think of his last name right now. That's why I'm saying Mr. Clark, because it sounds like a last name, but Clark was his actual first name. Wilson, which is also sounding like a last name, was the first name of his cousin. So without Clark and Wilson, helping them all the time, it made it easy for them. That's what I kept thinking. They're just making it easy. It's like she was helping them, and not really, they were never in a total destitute situation in this hard time in America. As immigrants, or as Americans, period. Americans were having problems. So the American that was having a problem, Leah, like the way it wrapped up, I'm thinking, did the writer not want to deal with the fact that Leah may have lost everything and is destitute, and maybe she's still unemployed? I mean, address it. We kind of hope that Leah's doing okay. We kind of hope we get a total wrap up of how the main character and that main family is going to be doing when they go home, or if they go home or not, or where's Leah. And the last time that we got a glimpse of Leah, she was gossiping and happy, talking to Jindy on the phone, but she was still unemployed, and it was taking her a lot longer to find a job, which is real, which is what we see all the time where I work. And I just didn't like the fact that people, it seemed like not just the people, I totally disconnected from these people helping them so much. The Arthur kept coming up in my mind, like, why is she bailing them out so much? Why don't they just have the hard time like people do? And that's the thing I didn't like about the book. Other than that, the book is very easy to read. They're very likable characters, and I think you will enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3 stars, and kind of next year I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole star thing, but if I'm on Goodreads, and I love Goodreads, and I am on Goodreads again, you guys, anyway. So I'm on there again, and I gave it a 3 star. And then as I was writing what I thought, because I really can't, I'm not a paid reviewer, so my thoughts are just my opinions and thoughts and feelings and what have you. So I actually subtracted a star. I can't even talk, and you're like, how can you give it a review? Because you can't even spell out the words, spit out the words. Because I can't. I read the book. I checked it out at the library, and it's my opinion. But I'm just joking with you guys. But being serious too, after just the more and more I think about it, and even during the time, there was some times in the book that I was reading, and I kept going, stop helping them, like, stop